You've seen their highs, you have seen their lows. Now see them for who they are as the front row seat brings you up close and personal with star athletes. On today's episode, Jonathan Chan was the first Singaporean to qualify for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics by winning the Asian Diving Cup, and you can see him dive into the action once again at the upcoming FINA Diving Grand Prix in Singapore. Super excited to have the first Singaporean diver to ever qualify for the Olympics, and of course the first one to qualify for Tokyo. In fact, Jonathan Chan, welcome onto the show. And I was reading up on you, and your celebration for qualifying for the Olympics was very understated. You didn't go wild, you didn't go out. You had bubble tea and, just watch Netflix. Why didn't you want to go out?
I think it was quite late because I just had doping tests before that. So by the time we go back to the hotel, it was quite late, and I just wanted to have a relaxing night.
Bubble tea, what is your favorite bubble tea? What, you have the pearls or you have the aloe vera? What kind of
I always
bubble
have
tea?
pearls, so depending on the store I go to, it changes. So for Gong Cha, I get I get normal milk tea with pearls, then I add milk foam so that it's more gao. Then for Koi, I'll go for oolong milk tea with pearl.
Boy, he has his specific milk tea go-to for every store. I like the Koi with the ice cream inside. That would be my topping. But qualifying for the Olympics, what was the reaction like from back home and from your friends and family once the news came out?
I think they were all very happy for me. Then I had like a constant stream of congratulations while I was in the room. Yeah, I think they're all more excited for me.
And you were watching Netflix as well.
Yeah.
What's your go-to Netflix show?
I feel like I will bounce between different shows. So sometimes I go for like anime, or not, like I'll watch like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are also now studying at SUT, an architecture major. What's been the reaction from your teachers and from your classmates as well?
I think they were all very happy that there's more media coverage, because like our school is quite new in a sense, yeah. So it was good. It was good that there was more coverage in that sense, and also I think that a lot of like my first year teachers, a few of them emailed me to say congratulations. Yeah, and then all my friends were very excited because they can say like I have a friend that's Olympian.
Yeah, but did they know that actually you were a diver with the Singapore Swimming Association?
I think most of them knew, but like because like even I wasn't really expecting it, so it came as a very big surprise to everyone that when I qualified. Yeah.
Now, diving as a sport, now for me, I love football, and I started playing football by going down to the park and kicking around, but I don't think diving is a sport that you just get on. So how did it start for you?
So when I was younger, me and my siblings were all in gymnastics.
Okay.
Yeah, so then in 2010, the Singapore YOG, there was diving as an event, but Singapore didn't have any divers at that point in time. So they wanted, because we had like our wild card, so we could put someone in, so they didn't want to waste that spot. So they went around looking for gymnasts who could swap over quickly. So I wasn't in the age group for that YOG, but my sister was. So when she went down to try, and I also went down to try, then that's when I decided to swap spot.
Do a lot of divers have to have some background in gymnastics? Do you think that's important?
I don't think it's necessary, but it definitely helps at the earlier stages. Yeah, but sometimes it may be counter-effective because the way you flip in gym and the way you flip in diving is slightly different. Yeah.
Who are some divers that you look up to?
Definitely the China divers, because they are insane.
I would say my favorite diver is Neymar. So that's a bad joke. You've been described as having a very laid-back personality. Do coaches hate that?
I feel like I brought a lot of frustration to many of my coaches, because they're all just like, what are your dreams, what are your goals, can you like aim for something? But usually, for me, I think Olympic only became like a goal in the recent years, because I would say I'm pretty pragmatic. So, so I wouldn't, like when I started, I wasn't thinking, wow, I'm going to make it to Olympics. It was more of like slowly building my way up. So like maybe Malaysia, like small Malaysia competitions before SEA Games. SEA Games was like one of the few bigger ones at first. Then after that, it was like YOG, Asian Games. Then only recently, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I actually have a chance at going for Olympics. Yeah.
Now, I've also read and doing my research on you that you may not see diving as a long-term career for yourself, and that you may want to just get a normal day job. Has qualifying for the Olympics altered that mindset of yours?
I think sometimes it's not really like I don't see it as a career in a sense, but it's because of the high impact of like the sport. I don't know whether my body can hold out that long for it to be like a career in the future. Yeah.
And finally, for this segment, you're going to be competing in the FINA Diving Grand Prix in Singapore. Looking forward to competing in front of your friends and family.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are excited to come down and watch, especially after the news. So I'm hoping I will put up a good show for them to see.
Well, we'll hear a little bit more from your friends, especially in our next segment called Team Talk, and it's going to be very interesting. Stay tuned for that. You're back on the front row seat and in the segment called Team Talk with Olympian to be Jonathan Chan. And I asked you the questions in the first segment. Now it's the turn of your teammates. And we went down earlier on in the week to speak to some of your teammates, and they had some very interesting questions. There are 4 of them.
Okay.
Let's start with the first one.
Hi Johnny, when are you gonna get a girlfriend?
Wow, straight into it on the very first question. Yeah, so she's asked the question, not me.
I think when the time is right. I feel like now I'm still a bit too busy, so maybe when I start getting used to my schedule and like when I find the right person.
Have the girls been nicer at school since they found out that you are going to be an Olympian?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
They don't really care?
Yeah.
Okay, first one was a very, very good one. Let's see what the second question is like.
Hi Jonathan, this is my question for you. Do you ever get angry?
Do you ever get angry? I think because you're so laid back, right? Does nothing anger you?
I mean, I do get annoyed, but I feel like it takes a lot before I get like really angry. Yeah.
When was the last time you were like so mad?
Actually, I cannot remember. Cause like I used to get angry a lot as a kid.
Okay.
So after like a while, I just felt like it was very tiring and I didn't really see a point to it. So that's when I stopped getting angry a lot.
But you have no like pet peeves or anything? Like people being, littering on the floor or not letting the elder people get onto the bus first. Any pet peeves?
I don't really have extreme pet peeves, but like usually most of them will just get me like mildly annoyed. I'll be like,
Okay.
oh, I disagree with what this person is doing.
He just disagrees. He just disagrees. He doesn't get mad. Very laid back. Okay, next one.
Hi Jonathan, what do you like to do in your free time?
That's a good one.
I like to draw and like just watch shows in general. I use my free time to take a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean draw? Are you like very artistic?
I took art in JC. So,
Okay.
So it's like I'll doodle here and there.
What would you like draw?
Depends. I'll scroll through like Pinterest and I'll see something.
Oh, so you get
interesting.
inspiration from
Yeah.
Pinterest. Okay, that's cool. I think we have one more, and it's going to be a very strange one. I've seen it already, and maybe you have some context into what it actually means.
Jonathan, will you be a Visco girl?
I'm very confused.
What do we have actually a meaning behind Visco Girl? Does anyone in the background, the team in the background, know what Visco Girl is?
It's an app where people take lots of photos of themselves.
It's an app that people take
A lot of
photos of themselves.
Probably not.
Probably not. They had no idea what that was about.
He's quite. Sometimes.
Okay, 4 interesting questions, but they also have something to say to you as well.
Hi Johnny, it's been an honor to be able to dive with you for like almost 10 years now. I just want to say like all the best in diving and for the Olympics.
Hi, Jonathan. As the first ever Singaporean diver to qualify for the Olympics, here's wishing you all the best in Tokyo 2020.
Jonathan, you're very cool. Jail for next year's Olympics.
Jonathan, you have been someone that I've always looked up to, and I really hope you do well for next year's Olympics and strive for the best.
That's nice though. Do you guys have like a tight bond with each other?
I think because the community is quite small, like we're all quite tight. Yeah.
All right. A very nice way to end the segment, Team Talk segment on the front row seat. And coming up next, we have the game segment, and it is going to be hot and spicy. We try to raise the stakes here on the front row seat on our game segment, and we are gonna get really hot and bothered with this challenge. It's called Are You Chicken? So what we will do on this segment is me and Jonathan will be given 5 questions. The closest to guess, it's a number, on each question will be the winner.
Okay.
But that's not the interesting part. The loser has to eat these chickens, and it goes up on each level. So the first question, the first 2 questions will have the buffalo wing. Second question, or third question, if you get it wrong, you have the kicap manis. And then the fourth question, if you get it wrong, you have the mango habanero. And then for the fifth one, which is going to be the killer, it's called Inferno. I think I asked you about your spice level, and you don't really take spicy food, so this should be very interesting for you.
Yeah.
Why do you not take spicy food?
I just don't like the reaction from me.
Well, this should be a very interesting segment then. Okay, so I do not know any of the questions. My production team have very kindly come up with the questions. It's all going to be Singapore related. Okay, there's water here.
Okay.
And there's serviettes and wet tissues. The bathrooms down out the studio right side.
Got it.
Okay, first question on the screen. How many presidents have Singapore had? I'm gonna go with. Okay. What would your answer be?
3.
3 presidents. I would go 8. Okay. So over and under doesn't matter. You need to be closest to the number. Okay. You say 3. I've said 8. The answer is 8. Okay.
Okay. Now still safe, right?
This is buffalo.
It's okay.
It's okay. Not too bad.
Yeah, not
okay.
too
The second one actually is this. You got to go from here as well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. 1-0. Next question. Second one. How many MRT stations are there in Singapore? East-West line, Circle line, North-South line, Downtown line. Wow, that's a lot, man. 100. I'll go with 100.
I'll say 150.
150?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what the answer is. Oh, I got it! Oh, man.
I just finished
Yeah,
it.
just finish it up. Okay. So this is just the
warm up.
warm up, okay? Now we go into the serious business.
Okay.
Okay, 2-0. You need to. You don't want me to eat, is it? Third question. What was the lowest recorded temperature in Singapore? I think recently. It was really cold recently. I know it went down to about 24. Nothing recently. Maybe back in the 80s, I don't know. I think there was a rumor back when I was a young kid that Singapore had like hail at some point. I don't know whether it was. Oh, you heard about that? Okay, you go first.
18.
18 degrees. I go 24. I'll go 24 degrees. I don't see Singapore being lower than 24. What? 19 degrees? Okay, so do I do this one or do I go for the kicap manis? Just to I just go for the first one. Oh, okay. So I go for the first one. You say it's not too bad, right?
Yeah, too bad.
It's quite nice, isn't it? Okay. We haven't hit the monster ones yet. Alright, next one. What height in meters is Singapore's natural highest point? Oh my god. Natural highest point. This is Bukit Timah Hill.
Yeah.
I don't know. 4,000 meters?
I'll say 350
Meters? 350 meters? Actually, I don't know why I said
4,000.
Okay, whatever. What's the answer? 164 meters. I was way off. Kicap manis. Let's go for this.
How is it?
It's spicier than that, but it's still bearable.
Okay.
Alright, I think we have one final question. And it's worth 1 billion points. Alright? 1 billion points. And so the winner doesn't have to do anything. The loser has to eat both of the level 5 wings.
Okay.
Okay? Let's go. Feel my mouth burning. How many times did Singapore host the SEA Games? Oh, 2015 is one.
Yeah.
Can't think of my mouth on fire right now. I would say 2 times.
I was gonna say 2. So then how?
Is it 2? How many years?
20 something years. I say 3 lah.
You say 3? Okay, I say 2, you say 3, alright? For number 5 level spiciness. I'm getting the reaction from the background that I did not get the right answer. Okay, let's see what it is. 4! 1973, 1983, 1993 and 2015. So I have to go for both.
Good luck.
Good luck. My own show. Oh, it's a slow burner. Those are the worst. Can I just finish? I don't know if this one. 2 bites. Jonathan, as I try to recover from this, for any diver who wants to be like you, what would be your word of advice to them?
I would say keep training hard and don't give up. There will be a lot of hardships along the way, but if you keep going for it, you'll reach where you want to go one day.
I'm going through some hardship of my own right now. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for being on the show, for being a great sport in Are You Chicken segment. Chicken wings, of course, courtesy of Wingstop. You guys need to start sponsoring us for these wings. All right, maybe one last one. Thank you for joining us on the front row seat.